Good evening to everyone. Myself Manoj. Today I will be talking about the fundamentals of an operating system, commonly known as OS. An operating system is a system software that acts as an interface between the user and the computer hardware. It is responsible for managing hardware resources and providing an environment where application programs can run efficiently. The main objective of an operating system is to make the computer system convenient to use and to ensure the efficiency utilization of hardware resources. It performs essential tasks such as memory management, process scheduling, device management, and file handling. Without any operating system, a computer cannot perform even basic functions like executing programs or managing files. So, some popular examples of operating systems include Windows, Linux, macOS, and Android. Each of these systems provide a unique environment for users and application to interact with the hardware. To summarize the operating system in the backbone of the computing device, it ensures coordination, security, and optimal performance of all system components. So there are some objectives of an operating system. Moving on to the next slide, the objective of an operating system. The primary objectives of an operating system can be categorized into convenience, efficiency, and ability to resolve. So first, convenience means making the computer system easier for users to operate. The OS provides a user-friendly interface, whether through a command line or graphical interface, so that users can perform tasks easily without knowing complex hardware details. So second one is efficiency, refers to the OS responsibility to manage all resources efficiently. It ensures the CPU time, memory, and input-output devices are used optimally, minimizing idle time and improving system performance. So third one is ability to evolve, indicates that the operating system should be designed in a modular and flexible manner, allowing it to adapt to new technologies or requirements without significant redesign. In addition to this, the OS also ensures security and protection, preventing unauthorized access and ensuring that each process runs safely without interfering with others. So overall, the objectives of an operating system focuses on providing a stable, efficient, and user-friendly computing environment that supports both users and system resources efficiently.
Good evening, everyone. Myself Naveen. I am telling objectives. To learn the concept of virtualization means to understand what virtualization means and running multiple operating system on a single physical machine using software like VirtualBox or VMware and learn how it separates hardware and software environment and to install and run a virtual machine to practice setting up a VM using an ISO file like Ubuntu Linux and learn how to allocate system resource like CPU, RAM, disk and etc. Third point to observe CPU and memory usage means it after installation students will monitor performance metrics means this show how virtualization affects system resource and performance. And fourth point to compare host and guest OS performance. Here host OS is the main system example Windows 11. The guest OS is the one running inside the VM example Ubuntu. Students will analyze the difference in speed, resource usage, and performance behavior. This slide details the technical configuration used to perform the virtualization demo. It helps other replicate the same experiment. Key components explained here. Here, host OS Windows 11 means the main operating system installed on the physical computer, and the guest OS means here Ubuntu 22.04 version, and it is a virtual machine operating system that runs inside the host using VirtualBox. And the software Oracle VirtualBox means the virtualization platform used to create and manage virtual machines. And here RAM we are using 8 GB total. and 4 GB assigned to Ubuntu, and demonstrates how system memory is divided between host and guest. And processor Intel i5 or AMD Ryzen 5 means it a modern CPU that supports virtualization technology means like VTX and AMDV. And we have disk 512 GB SSD means it fast storage helps both OS performance smoothly, and it representation of Windows and Ubuntu environments, and programming are using the VM. My friend will show the all setup. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. I am showing about the installation setup. I already installed the R software like Ubuntu, like VirtualBox. As we can see, this here is a virtual Oracle VirtualBox. Uh, First step moves to the installing the VirtualBox on Windows 7. So we can install the Oracle VirtualBox. Yeah, through this link, the software will download and the download version. After we run the box, the it's showing like this interface. First step towards installing the box on Windows 7 as we already done. For small explanation, shortly explain about this. First, we install the Oracle box on my Windows system. The virtual box is an uh, virtual software that lets lets us to create and manage a virtual machine. It acts like a bridge between our real hardware and the virtual operating system we want to run. Next, creating a new virtual machine. Once the installation is complete, I open the virtual block. As you can see, here is the new button to create a virtual machine. So I already named the name as a virtual. As you can see, here is the VM name, and I already named that Oracle 22.0, and it shows the virtual machine listed power off mode, uh, ready to start during the setup. So after this all setuping, um, by clicking the run, we can install that. So the the virtual hardware disk around 20 GB, uh, and the creation of amount of RAM is around 2 GB. So next step more adding the Ubuntu IOC file. As you can see, the virtual the yeah, it is installing. The Ubuntu installation screen opened just like the on a normal computer. So more towards the next step. So wait the until the system is run. So until it's installing, so we are checking the uh, what are the programs running behind this and how it works by clicking the Control Alt Delete. Here we can see the option. We can move to the Task Manager. As you can see that the program running in behind this. So here is Acrobat and commit Google Chrome, Microsoft PowerPoint, Task Manager, Virtual Box Manager, and Box. Here is the CPU utilization. So the programs running band continuously running band the systems. So they are here is the continuous changing the according to usage of the that programs or apps. Here is changing continuously, and Here is the memory utilization of that programs we are using. Um, Here is the complexity commit using uh, 44 444 MB in CPU, and the Google Chrome, which is 30-bit 32-bit, it is using 1652.7 MB, and so on. And here is the disk, it is using 0.1 Mbps per second. So here is which apps are connected to the network. So here is showing the networking speed is 2.9 Mbps, uh, and virtual machine 0.1. Yeah, here is we are installing the Ubuntu. As we can see that I am already installed the Ubuntu in this virtual machine. Uh, just we can check the in this Ubuntu. Uh, Here is a system monitor which shows seems like a here we can see the whatever the apps running behind this. So here are the valuation alarm notification and this all. Here we can so by by considering both these two, on Windows 11 the CPU usage use around 11%, and the memory usage was about 68%. And in the virtual box and in a virtual box, the process was clearly visible in Task Manager. This shows that the host system used a part of its resources to run the virtual machine. On Ubuntu, the CPU usage was very low, around 1 to 2%. The memory usage was around 2 GB, and the system monitor and in the system monitor. So finally summarizing this, I install the VirtualBox on Windows 11, and I create a virtual machine named as Oracle 22.04, and I add the Ubuntu ISO and install the Ubuntu successfully. So further next, Nandish will continue the comparison part.
Myself, Nandish, I am here to compare the two operating system which is run on a virtual box. Let us compare the Windows 11 and Ubuntu based on performance and usage. Windows 11 is a closed source and controlled by Microsoft, whereas Ubuntu is an open source software operating system which can be customized and modified by users. The CPU usage by Windows 11 is about 2 to 3%, while Ubuntu uses 1 to 2%. The memory usage by Windows 11 is 4.7 GB while booting, uh, whereas Ubuntu need only 2.2 GB. Windows 11 felt a bit slower, mainly because of heavier background process, whereas Ubuntu runs smoother and lighter even inside a virtual machine. Windows 11 suits general users who need apps, games, and a friendly interface. Ubuntu is better for coding, testing, and development because it's lightweight and flexible.
So at the conclusion part, so we have successfully ran Ubuntu inside our Windows using VirtualBox. Both systems shared resources successfully and smoothly. This shows how virtualization let us use two OS on one computer. Thank you.